Hello, thrifty people. This is Peggy, and I am the Thrifty Hippie. I am doing the part 3 of my Colorado thrift haul. We go back to Colorado tomorrow. I think we're leaving late tomorrow night. So I wanted to go ahead and get this recorded and done so that that's out of the way. And then we get to do all those finishing up things, laundry, packing, and then heading back to our favorite place, Colorado. Yeah. No, it's been a really good time there. We're just going back for 2 months this time. So, yeah, the cold time of the year, because we couldn't. Well, I mean, we were up there through the summer, but we want to be back in Texas by March for the birth of our grandniece. So it's just a 2-month assignment. And then we'll be bringing like everything back home that I haven't sold while I'm there. Because I'm going to do a live sale with the Claudia K Vintage at the end of the month. And hopefully that's not the only one I do before our return. So it's just to get my first time out of the way, dip my toe in the water, and get comfortable doing this. More comfortable doing this. I'm trying to get comfortable doing these videos. It's very awkward for me. So let's get into the final bit of the things that I had brought back here to Texas. And get that out of the way. And one less thing I have to do before tomorrow. All right, let's check it out. This is all the glass stuff, or a lot of the glass stuff that I found. So I'm going to start with my amber candy dish. I found this at the Arc Thrift in Thornton just before Christmas. That was a really good arc. Just the amount of Christmas that was there that day just blew me away. And then the non-Christmas stuff was still an abundance of everything. I found Homeco elves for my friend back here, Crystal, who was so thrilled to get those. And I found my little Oaxaca Butter Negro owl at that thrift, and several other things. But I also got this candy dish, and it was on discount, so I think I paid like $4 for it. It's the second candy dish I've gotten while thrifting. It's a nice amber. I like the amber. I like amber, and I like marigold carnival glass. I know they're like sort of the least popular, or considered the least interesting, but I think they're beautiful. I like fall colors. I think the marigold carnival glass is beautiful. I think it's bright and cheerful. So I have absolutely no problem collecting in these colors. That and I really am just starting these collections. I used to have stuff years ago. I was into, like in the mid to late 90s, I was into green pottery, so I liked picking up green pottery, which I guess is still a thing for me because, I mean, come on. But I did lose all of my stuff when I moved to Texas. And that's a long story that I'm not going to get into, but it was really heartbreaking. It wasn't a fire, it wasn't anything like that, but it was all my belongings. And it took a while for me to get over that and to start collecting again. So that's what I've been doing the past few years, but really started getting into the thrifting community. I mean, I've always liked going to thrift stores, but to be deliberate in my purchases and not just on a whim, but like very specifically looking for certain types of things when I'm out. That started in the last couple of years. So, and to want to resell, that just became a goal this past year, and I'm trying to make it happen in 2022. So we'll see how well that goes. I'm excited. You know, this is new for me, and it's fun. It's a great community. I've met some really wonderful people so far. Very supportive people. The thrifting community is the thrift tube community is really fantastic. It's been a pleasure to watch all these content creators, and then to become part of that community has been a really great experience. I'm very happy. So yes, I picked this little guy up for I think he was half price. So they had listed as seven something originally, and it was marked down to $4. It was a really good purchase. He's got that mid-century style, that beautiful color, little amber glass compote or candy dish with the lid. Okay, get that out of the way. And my other candy dish, let me grab him. Now this one I got in an antique store, and I did definitely paid more than at the thrift store, but it is beautiful. So I found this, no pun intended, at Found Antiques on Wadsworth. And man, do they have a great store. It is a really wonderful store. That's also where I got the big owl. I don't think I mentioned that in the other video. Oh, he's a little smutsy. I need to wash him. A little dusty. But gorgeous, this deep blue color is just fantastic. And it's sort of a diamond pattern, I would say. Let's see that blue. So really pretty star. You see the star pattern on the lid. And then this diamond. So this faceted cut. And this is a very thick glass. This is it's pretty substantial. Heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. But I don't think I paid more than $20 for it. And the color is just unbelievable. And there's no chips or cracks. I don't know the manufacturer for this. I've not put in the time to research this. So I don't feel any damage. It's just a really gorgeous color and a very substantial sized candy dish. Very heavy. I had it on the bathroom counter in the hotel with all our Q-tips in it, but it deserves better than Q-tips. So it's home in Texas. And the lid. I think this is one of my favorite pieces that I found. One of, there's so many. Okay. Next is a compote with the lid. And I got this at an antique show, antique glass show up in not Longmont. Let me get Loveland, because we drove quite a ways up to that. So over the summer there was an antique show at the end of the summer in Loveland, and me and my husband went up to that. And my husband actually picked this piece out. His favorite color is green. It's got the grape pattern. It's frosted glass. We paid less than 10 for this. It's got really beautiful. I like the grape cluster and then the leaves on the top of the lid. Grape pattern is not my favorite. It's I know it's a fairly common pattern, but I do love this frosted glass. And if I knew who the manufacturer was, I have forgotten. I know I looked it up when we first brought it home, but I can't remember now. I think it might be on my Instagram. I should have double checked before starting the video, but I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I just want to get the videos done, and I'll do the best I can. So it's nice. He's got this one's got good height. I like that it's a lidded compote, and that frosted glass is great. I can't remember if it here does. No, I don't believe it does, actually. I think I took the black light to it, and it does not. But that's okay. If you have the sunlight coming through this on a shelf where the light hits it, it's so pretty. So there's that one. And okay, where did I get this guy? Maybe Homestead. I think Homestead. Yes. Okay. One of our favorite antique malls. It is on Wadsworth Parkway, in Broomfield, or near Broomfield at least. Arvada, I think it's in Arvada. Homestead Antique Mall. I found this. I think it was on like a half off, or I can't even remember at this point. But I had been wanting one of these apothecary jars, essentially. Compote, apothecary jar, either or. And it has that nice optic. It's in a different shade of green than the other compote. It's more green to amber kind of color. But it looks beautiful in the window. And the light hits it so nice. So I'm trying to find apothecary jars, swan glass vases, all that sort of really neat mid-century glass. This might be in Poli, but I don't know for sure. It's just really well made. It's beautiful. Can't be mad at that. I'm happy. Got a good price for it, so get that out of the way. And the next piece is this Viking cabbage leaf swan glass. You can see the lip opening here. I found this it still has the Viking label on it. And then this bottom part, the cabbage leaves are frosted, which is really neat. It's a really great color. This I found at Old Crow in Littleton. Can I just tell you, the antique malls in Colorado just blow my mind. They're huge. There's so many beautiful, beautiful things. Really great deals on stuff. It's so much fun to go antiquing and thrifting in Colorado. It really is. It's been a joy to be there and to have this experience. So, I paid $10 for him. And it's in great condition. It's beautiful. All right. So this one is a bucket list item for me, or it was. That same antique show in Loveland, where I picked up the green compote, I got my first piece of bittersweet. So this is L.E. Smith bittersweet. The dealer had it marked, and that is what I paid for it. That is a really good price. It's got good height on it. It's not super tall, but it's decent sized. It was a really good deal, I thought. And their entire booth was Viking and L.E. Smith, and they had them priced really well. It was very impressive. I was very excited to see their booth. But yeah, I wanted a piece of bittersweet. I think it's gorgeous. I'm very happy. And this past year, I just started collecting swan glass. So this is a new thing for me. I didn't even know about swan glass before this past year. I think I was a year and a half ago at least, introduced from watching crazy lamp lady videos. And of course, like, I see something and then it's like, oh, I gotta collect that now. It's a terrible habit. Terrible. All right. So that's my L.E. Smith bittersweet base. So thrilled with that. The first swan glass base that I picked up in Colorado, and I can't even remember the name of the shop. It was really early on. It was like when we first got to Colorado last year in like February, March. So it was one of my first outings. I think I paid $20 for him. This, and it's an amber. I believe from the pattern that this is fenton, but I'm still learning. I could be mistaken about that, but I think this here means that it's fenton, and I have 2 fenton pieces of this one glass. So there's that. But this was the first one that I found in the wild, as you say. And it was a little small shop. It was somewhere near Kipling, but I cannot remember the name of the place. But it was just a cute little antiques shop, and they had things priced really well, and I found 2 or 3 really nice things that day for a good price. So this was one of them. And my next piece of fenton is this amberina, and it does fluoresce, especially like the foot here, and this little bit of yellow at the lip fluoresces, and it's that same pattern at the base. It's beautiful. I love the like real low opening. It swings down like that. That's really neat. I think I might have gotten this at Antiques, etc. And that is like one of those really cool, funky antique places. Did a lot of mid-century stuff. And that is on Colfax near downtown. So I believe that's where this came from. And it was really before all the prices started booming. So got a good deal on this too. 25, I think. So really not bad. Okay. And my last piece for this video is one that I found at Found Antiques on Wadsworth. And it's a studio art piece. It's a green swan glass vase, and they put little leaves. So it's got these nice color and then this really nice, interesting pattern. And it's got this nice bottom. I like that. But I think it's just studio art glass. I don't think this is like a L.E. Smith or a Fenton or any of those. But I like it just because it's different. I'm like, if somebody makes something that beautiful and it's just from their studio, why not? Plus it gives me this really beautiful green to add to the collection, and I like that. I wanted some variety because I had a lot of ambers and reds. So besides the little Viking blue, this is the only additional color. So I need more in this one glass anyway. I need more greens and blues and various colors. I like the opening. I don't think this is like one of those Chinese reproduction ones that doesn't have like the 5 fingers that you typically see in those. I think it was a piece of studio art glass, but really well done. It's got a nice weight to it. There's no bubbling in the glass that I can see. So they did a really good job with this. And I like the tool marks. I like the leaves that they created. So that's everything I brought back with me. There are things in storage still back in Colorado, but I'm going to be trying to, well, I'm going to do more haul videos until I've covered everything, and then like I said, I'm doing the live sale with Claudia, and I hope that's the first of many. I can start doing live sales on my own even. But that's everything I wanted to show you guys from my haul from Colorado. That's all I have to say for now. Stay thrifty, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one.